we'll be live on YouTube as well.
All right.
And that's it.
Yeah, okay.
That's it. And in 10 seconds, we will be here, as far as I can tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, what's up with that? Yeah, here we are.
Oh, okay.
Now we can talk. And I'll just keep this audio channel so we can monitor ourselves.
Okay.
Because the best way would be to actually use headphones, but I don't still have the. Well, I could use. I could give you to use some headphones, but yeah, it's not a comfortable setting right now.
Right. Yeah.
So if you keep the distance, it's all good.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So, what's the pronunciation again? Satoru.
Yes.
Satoru.
Yeah.
Do you have an U with a different pronunciation, or is it always in Japanese U?
Satoru. U.
Satoru.
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 Yeah.
So U.
U.
So it's always U.
Yeah.
When I see in a Japanese name the letter U, it's always U. U.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Right. Yeah.
But I think you mostly actually adapt in Japan speaking English as well, right? Or what's the situation in Japan? For instance, if I would go to Japan, could I find easily people who speak English?
Yeah, I think so. But not so many people speak English. But the English is the best way to communicate.
It's being taught in school, right?
Yeah.
So did you watch also some I don't know, English television, or at least American television?
Not really. Some movies. You know.
But what's the situation actually like in Japan? I mean, when you live in Japan, you are mostly consuming Japanese television, Japanese media.
Right. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's hard to now. We have internet, but it was hard to get stuff from the overseas.
Mm-hmm. Well, wait a second. After the Second World War, it shouldn't be hard.
Yeah, it shouldn't be hard, but probably harder than other countries because it's island.
Well, but isn't Japan the second or the third biggest economy? It's a real big economy, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right. So do you feel the effects of it? Let's say, do you feel the wealth in Japan? Because I don't know. Because the only thing I know about Japan that you have those crazy fights.
Crazy fights about.
Well, crazy fight sports.
Fight sport.
Yeah, many crazy fight sports do take place in Japan.
Fight sport.
Yeah, fight. I mean, of course, the traditional one would be sumo, right?
Sumo, yeah.
Yeah, but you have those kickboxing and mixed martial arts events, and those are big events there. It's not.
Yeah.
So what's with that?
I don't know.
How come Japanese people enjoy people almost killing themselves?
I don't like it, but it's probably same as other countries' people.
Well, it's a modern day event in a way. It's definitely
in a way, but
it's definitely something
not everybody watches it.
Well, sure. I mean.
Yeah.
So you've been to Latvia once?
Latvia once, yeah.
How long were you here?
I was here for like 5 days, I think. 5 days, yeah.
5 days, and you were in Riga, right?
Riga, and I went to Cesis.
Cesis, huh?
Cesis.
Ah.
And also.
Why did you go to Cesis?
I wanted to go. I wanted to see other places besides Riga.
So how did you choose Cesis then?
It's probably like second or third biggest city.
No, not at all.
No, really? Okay. Probably somebody recommended me.
It seems so. Because usually when people don't just stay in Riga, they usually go to Jurmala, which is at 20 kilometers.
Beach.
Yes, the beach town.
I think I went there too.
Yeah, beach town, and then I think the third most popular is just by train on to the opposite side of Riga.
Okay.
So
that's why.
Yeah. So most of the time people just choose the train, as far as I know. And if they are by car, Well, then they go to some, let's say, some castles or something
Okay,
like that.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mm.
So do you travel a lot? Let's say in the
Yeah, I think
Eastern
so.
Europe. Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, how did you actually get to Latvia in the first place? What was the thing that actually made you decide to go?
I always want to see something I have never seen, and I want to go. I have never where I want to go.
Alright.
I have never been.
All right.
So last year, in the Baltic countries, I had never been. So
Oh, so you did go to also Lithuania and Estonia?
yeah.
Ah. So what's the comparison for you then? What do you think?
It's a good question. It's hard to say.
Well, you went probably in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best time, definitely for tourists.
Right. Oh.
So you went to Riga, and did you go to the? So you tried to go to the market today?
Right. Yeah. But it was closed.
Yeah, because it seems so that if you want to go to that market, I mean, Latgalita is, I think maybe usually on Saturdays they might be even open, but this day, since it's a holiday,
Yeah. That's.
it's just the timing.
There was a sign.
Did you look for anything special, or did you just want to go?
I like walking, clothing, work clothing, and like.
You mean specifically war clothing?
Yeah, work clothing.
How come?
It's interesting. It's pretty big for the vintage clothing world.
So what's your deal then with the vintage thing? Do you actually, let's say, collect vintage objects to sell them
Right.
in Japan?
In Japan, pretty much, yeah.
So specifically in Japan, you have a niche market for vintage objects for war items?
War, some military, some war clothing.
Yeah.
So, for example, like Levi's used to be a war clothing, right?
I'm not sure. I think Levi's was just jeans.
Yeah, jeans. Jeans was for work.
For work, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also sorry. It's a misunderstanding. Work. WORK.
Ah, I thought you mean war.
Yeah. WO.
If you mean just for
Work.
clothes for working.
Yeah, right. Exactly,
Yeah, then it's just a broader I thought you meant clothes for war, to shoot
military.
people.
Yeah. I like military stuff too, but the work
Yeah.
clothing I like.
Wait a second, but you have working clothes in Japan.
In Japan too, but it's
So
it's interesting, but it's different.
What is different? Because you have the same jobs, probably.
I think so.
Yeah, generally speaking.
Yeah, but work clothing for fashion, kind of.
All right. For hipsters then.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So what was the last outfit you sold that was working related?
Like jackets, like working jackets.
And that was a jacket that you didn't get, that you
Japan.
couldn't get in any regular store.
I don't think so.
Really?
Well, they're pretty similar, but
Alright.
now they make like a lot, and like it's not good quality. Vintage work clothing is pretty good.
Also, you also look at the durance now. What's it called? The quality, how long it lasts.
Yeah, and probably like till up to 70s.
Yeah.
They make cotton, like 100% cotton.
All right.
Probably like 50s, and
Yeah.
beginning to 60s they started like cotton, polyester. But now like everything is like polyester and not really good quality.
You could probably find still some cotton, right?
Yeah. But
So, are you combining your traveling with just some business interests, or are you traveling because of your business interests?
half and half.
Because it seems to me when you come to Riga
Yeah.
and you specifically go to one place to where you can maybe find something almost unique, it seems to me that you are almost business related
Right. Yeah.
in Riga.
Yeah.
But you don't know whether or not you will find something.
Yeah.
It's just
I just want to explore what's there.
Mm-hmm.
And if there is not anything, that's okay. I just want to see, and I also want to see the city, and I want to meet, and not meet people, but just want to see people.
Well, sure, get the culture. Sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But have you been when you were in Riga the last time? Did the same things? Did you do the same things?
Yeah, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
And did you find anything in the market?
In the market, yeah, I found pretty interesting stuff actually, like coat.
Yeah.
From Soviet era.
All right.
Yeah, it was waterproof.
All right.
It's kind of like
So
French coat.
So what did you do? Let's say a year has passed.
Right. Yeah.
So what did you do with the coat? You brought it back to Japan.
Yeah, to
right?
Japan.
So?
Show my friend and.
So you used it yourself?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And still, where's the coat now?
Oh, I actually sold it to somebody else.
I hope with a profit.
Yeah.
So can you tell me? Could you remember what was the price you bought it here?
It was like around 10 euros.
10 euros.
Yeah.
So all right, but that probably was a big coat.
Kind of, yeah.
So all right, you brought a big coat for 10 euros back. I mean, it's a long way from Latvia to Japan.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And what was the selling price?
It was actually like 200 euros.
All right, but it didn't even cover the airplane ticket, right?
Yeah, I didn't buy only one stuff, so.
Yeah, but you would only be able to buy only a few coats.
Right.
The rest should be small.
Yeah, but I was traveling around that time.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, you are traveling to different countries, collecting different items.
Stuffs, yeah.
So when you get back to Japan, you are heavier. Your luggage is heavier than you arrived, right?
Right. Yeah, I sent boxes each time.
Oh, you just deliver. Well, you basically sent them by mail or courier?
Yeah, for now, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And it is really profitable for you to do that?
I think so.
Damn. Did you?
Yeah, interesting, right?
Yeah. And wait a second, is that your main source of income?
For now, yeah. I wanna do.
How long do you how long do you do these things?
This stuff by myself, like 3 to 4 years.
All right.
But before I worked at the vintage clothing shop in Boston.
Oh, in America.
Yeah.
Oh, so you lived in America as well?
Yeah, for a few years.
Did you also study that?
A little bit, yeah.
But not much?
Not university, but like just 2 years college.
Well, what's the difference between a college and university?
Oh, I think universities. I can say I'm graduated. For the college,
because both are the ones after what's it, high school for them? Is it high school for them when they graduate?
After high school.
All right, they finish high school and they can go to either university or college, right?
Yeah.
So it's both at the same time. You either go to the college or you go to the university.
The college is.
So what's the difference then?
College is cheaper.
All right.
And like university is more expensive, and more like higher higher quality.
Oh, you have a different degree?
I think so, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So all right, you got into college. What degree did you get?
Or so you mean like bachelor or assistant or something like that?
You don't even know?
Hmm?
You don't even know what degree?
Oh,
you have?
my degree is assistant degree. It's not like.
What does it
bachelor.
mean, assistant degree?
It's
It's
like
not
just-
related to vintage clothing at all, right?
No. I studied for the basic art.
Basic art?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
I like painting and drawing and
In the college.
yeah,
All right, so you are an artist
kind of.
or somewhat of an artist.
Yeah,
So do you draw also?
I think for my main subject is photography. I still shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you do photography as a hobby then? Or
Yeah, pretty much
also
hobby. Yeah. Sometimes people offer me for the shooting
in Japan.
in Japan. Yeah.
So what's the deal in Japan when you... Wait a second. Both Canon and Nikon are from Japan, right?
Yeah.
So what's the most popular then? What do you use it yourself?
I use Fuji.
Well, so it's Fuji is together with Panasonic, isn't it?
I don't know.
Isn't it?
I don't know. Maybe.
So you do have a Fuji big DSLR?
It's not big, but yeah, the
Mhm.
yeah.
So what's the market for photography then? Do you have regular customers or is just
Not
some
regular.
friends?
Yeah, friends, pretty much friends.
Ah,
When they get married, I take photos and stuff like that.
you know what's difficult for me to imagine? How can you travel the world and still actually maintain your income in a way that you are continuing traveling?
Yeah.
I mean, you go to a place, maybe you will find something, maybe you don't, but
Right.
still you have expenses everywhere you go.
But
So how come you are a rich artist then?
not rich artists. Like I make probably like I would say 10,000 euros. Then I travel and I'm
Well, 10,000 euro doesn't get you very far, does it?
I can travel like 3 months, I guess.
So you have
No, not 10,000. Not 10,000. Like 100,000 euros
100,000 euros to
Yeah.
travel for,
for like 3 months.
well, 100,000 euros, sure. But are you
Yeah.
sure that you mean 100,000 euros? Because 100,000 euros would get you an apartment. I mean, with 100,000 euros, you can actually make investments, is what I'm saying.
You mean in Japan?
Well, probably not in Japan, right? Because Japan is expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's expensive, but
I mean, you can compare everything probably with... Well, yeah, you can actually compare everything. Japan, America, and Europe.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's the expenses like? What are the expenses like? Probably Japan the highest.
I don't think so.
What?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Come on.
More like Scandinavian, more
Really?
higher.
Really?
Much higher. Yeah.
I thought in Japan you had to pay like $10 for a banana or something like that.
No way. No way.
Yeah, man.
No.
I think I really saw some, I don't know, some BBC documentary or whatever.
Yeah. No.
This
no.
Japan
It's
so expensive, it's
exaggerating.
incredibly
No,
expensive.
exaggerating. Yeah, it's no.
So what's the price, for instance, for a liter of gasoline?
Gasoline, 1 liter, like €1.
That's sort of the same as here.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So about maybe like beer, 1.5 euro.
Per liter?
No, pint. The can.
Yeah.
If you go out for the bar or restaurant,
Hmm?
probably like 3.5 euros.
What's the you probably have in Japan a minimum salary?
It's like it depends on the city, but
No, not the average, but the minimum for the whole country. You probably have a minimum
maybe
wage.
I think 6.5
What is 6.5?
euros. 6 euros, I guess.
Yeah, for an hour?
For hour, yeah.
Like minimum wage in Japan. Japana.
Yeah.
So
I think 800 yen.
how much is that in dollars?
Dollars. Like
Well, what's the easiest for you to
euros. 6
calculate?
euros, I would say.
So, all right. Minimum wages per hour in US dollars, and Japan is here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you are in the high ones. You are in the high ones. We are in the low ones, or maybe the middle ones.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. You are.
Yeah, 7
Aus-
euros. Something
Australia and Canada has the highest.
Really?
Well,
interesting.
according to this map on
Right,
Wikipedia,
Right.
and then look at you,
Oh.
Japan. Not too shabby.
Too shabby. No.
Oh, I can just Japan. Oh. So what do these numbers mean then? Oh man, it's a long table. Work week, annual, nominal, hourly, nominal. Huh. Well, what was the number you told? 6?
Yeah, something like that, right?
Pretty accurate.
Euros.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Well, I think nowadays calculated in euros, it would be around the same as the dollar.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 6.5, right?
Pretty
Yeah.
interesting, man. Pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Look at you. All right, so wait a second. So you can actually, how long do you need to get the 100,000 euros in Japan? Working as
3
a
months.
Don't kid me. In 3 months you get 100,000 euros. Come on, man, you're kidding me.
It
that is-
depends on season, you know.
Well, season, all right, but seasons come and go. You probably have more than one season per year then.
Yeah, we have 4 seasons, and I sell clothing and shoes and stuff, right?
Mhm.
So usually like spring and fall,
Yeah.
and maybe winter, not summer. Those are the seasons.
And
I can-
all of it is vintage? Or is
Pretty
it,
much, pretty
or is
much.
it just factory made?
No,
Simple clothing.
I don't get any factory made stuff.
Wow. Do
Pretty
you have
much
do you have a
vintage.
do you have a website as well?
Yeah. Not website, but Instagram
Ah.
account.
Well, I think I can
don't-
find you on Instagram
Yeah.
from here, right? Can you tell me the name?
SIR.
SIR, like this?
Yeah, and Saturday. It's like Saturday.
Like this?
TURDAY.
Should it? Like this?
Yeah. No, it's together. And all together. Saturday.
Sir today. Like this?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to write Instagram.
Maybe.
Hmm.
It's different. Yeah.
No.
I can show you.
All right.
Oh.
That sounds really, really interesting. I think I've never ever even had a guest here who told me that he can make 100 grand in 3 months.
No,
Sounds ridiculous.
It depends. Yeah, it's not easy, you know.
But what is the volume then of vintage clothing that you need to sell to make 100 grand? Do you mean actually in profit or income? 100,000 in profit?
Profit. So the profit is just selling amount, right? The income is profit minus.
No, the other way around.
Oh, that way.
Yeah, income is the general,
Oh, right. Okay. So
and profit is minus the expenses.
The profit. I think profit. No, income. Income is
Just
minus.
all. No.
All.
All.
I think I can make 1,000 income.
1,000.
Well, no, not 100,000 euros income.
100,000. But you should be a millionaire by now.
No.
Why? But you should be a millionaire right now.
Wait.
If you have done this, if you do this for 4 or 5 years.
Oh, sorry. Okay. 10,000.
So not
So
100.
10,000.
10,000.
Yeah, 10,000. 3 months, right?
All right.
Okay.
Well, all right then. It
So
sounds.
that's easy, right? I'm not.
Well, I'm not sure.
Easy, but
Yeah, but that's definitely something realistic in a way. So,
yeah.
but still, look at it that way. If you make 10,000 regularly, you still should be on your way to be a millionaire. Or is it something that you in Japan really don't need or do not want? Because in a way, in our culture,
Yeah.
if we would have a steady income stream,
Yeah.
we would try to actually maximize it.
Right.
Yeah.
I have to make my business bigger, but now like I enjoy traveling and.
Isn't it one of those Japanese stereotypes that they travel a lot?
I don't think so.
I think I've heard that Japanese people travel a lot. Always, because it used to to be the stereotype.
Yeah, the photo and the flags and stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, I've actually not in the past years. I think I haven't seen Japanese tourists as much. Because in the early 2000s they were ubiquitous.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I think it was just because they were the most one of the most wealthy ones. Well, who could afford to travel.
Yeah.
Nowadays with couch surfing, with Airbnb,
Right.
it seems to me the tourist spectrum has become bigger,
Yeah.
simply because it's more affordable,
Right.
as far as I understand.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So you really say that Scandinavia is the most expensive region?
Yes, I would say Scandinavia
Wouldn't
or
have guessed it.
England.
England? Come on.
England is expensive, huh?
Well, look, every Western European country is expensive in a way, but they have the income level as well.
Oh, okay.
So it sort of balances it
Right.
out.
Yeah.
If
Same.
a Latvian would go to let's say England and want to spend Latvian income in England, yeah, that would get expensive.
Yeah.
Whereas
I see what you mean.
whereas an Englishman
Right.
would come to Latvia and
Yeah.
spend his English
see,
wage,
yeah,
it will
right.
be very good for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think
So-
Japan is like England.
You mean the income level?
Income level.
I think, does Japan even have the same what's it called, the lanes on the road that you drive on the left side?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't know.
'Cause
Only Japan and Hong Kong maybe. Hong Kong.
well, I
is-
think in Australia they have that
maybe
as well.
Australia.
But see, Australia was basically the United Kingdom in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? But Japan never, right?
Probably not.
What's the history of Japan and for the past 200 years? What's the history of Japan?
Not colonized. I don't think.
You colonized some, right?
Yeah, some. I think so. Yeah. Like some Asian country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just decided, all right, we'll drive on the left side. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of those rhetorical questions almost. Because I think isn't Japan one of the most effective societies when it comes to working?
Yeah.
So what do you think about it? When you are traveling that much, it means you are not part of it. You are not going to a factory. What's up?
No. What's that? No, I don't go to the factory. What's that?
but what's your perception actually of Japanese culture when it comes to these economic effective things? Do you like it? Do you want it to be as it is? Because most of the time, people who travel, they think many times differently on different topics.
Okay.
So what's your opinion about Japanese economic effectivity?
Effectivity for.
Well, is it a correct word? Effectivity? Oh, effectiveness, probably.
What? Sorry. Again.
Well, what do you think about Japanese economic efficiency?
Yeah, Japanese.
Yeah, the people. I mean,
the cars, right?
Well, also, but what I here's the thing. I don't know much about Japan.
Yeah.
But if you would ask me what do I know about Japan, or at least think I know about Japan, is that they always are very, very good workers.
Yeah.
Right.
Precise.
So when I have a Japanese dude who says, "Well, I'm just traveling a lot and working maybe 3 months,"
right?
I was like, "Wait a second, what's up? He's not Japanese."
Yeah, I'm exception, I think.
But do you actually think about it that most people do not travel like you? In a way, do you feel somewhat?
They don't have choice, I don't think.
But how come you have a choice, or how come you got to have a choice? Rich parents, lottery?
No.
What?
I kind of knew a typical Japanese person just go to the school and graduated the college.
But you went to the school, right?
I went to school.
All right.
But I didn't want to. I didn't want to do like same as other ones.
Why?
I don't know.
Did you have a somewhat different experience, or some examples who showed you otherwise?
That's I think travel made me like that.
Did you travel early?
Yeah.
With your parents then?
No, but with first time with my friend, and after that like pretty much by myself.
So at first probably in Japan then?
No, that was actually in Europe, like backpacking.
So your first travel was in Europe?
I think, yeah.
Wow.
That was fun.
So when was that? Now it's 2017. When was that?
2005.
So that was already the time you knew that you don't want to work for Toyota.
That changed it. It changed me, I think.
But in 2005 you didn't sell already vintage clothes, right?
No, but I was interested. I was interested in like vintage culture. I liked it.
I didn't even know that there was a vintage culture.
That was big.
But the internet wasn't even that big in 2005.
No.
You remember in 2005 we had those DSL modems still. It wasn't that fast.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't
no Wi-Fi.
Also, yeah.
Yeah. We are looking at the maps. Like.
Yeah. There wasn't that.
I know.
So when you say you had a vintage culture, it's so interesting.
Yeah. The vintage culture was really big in 90s actually in Japan. It's mostly US vintage stuff, but
so how come? Why?
I don't know how come, but I don't know.
I mean, most of the time when something is popular, it means that in the media it was somewhat popularized. But did you have that?
I think that we had some.
Because actually, I think when speaking about the media, in a way, I think Japan has influenced more American kids than American television has influenced the Japanese kids, hasn't it?
So you mean Japanese?
Yeah,
influence more.
Because I think, I mean,
exactly,
I watch the Japanese cartoons.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But how much American cartoons did the Japanese children watch? Did you watch Bugs Bunny or something? Tom and Jerry?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sesame Street.
No. Yeah, because I watched just Dragon Balls.
I like Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it turns out they even make them. The Dragon Ball, what's it called? Dragon Ball Super? Something like that. I mean, there are new series out.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I haven't never seen that yet. But
Yeah, I noticed by accident.
Yeah.
Then it turns out that they didn't even make the what's it called, when they dub it? I think dubbing, when they speak, let's say the English speakers haven't even dubbed the series, so
okay.
I'm waiting for that.
Oh right. Oh
yeah,
okay.
because otherwise it's just
only Japanese.
And maybe English subtitles.
Right,
so
right,
it's not that interesting.
Right,
Not that interesting.
Yeah.
Son Goku needs to speak English. Yeah. So what do you think actually about the media culture nowadays? Because I think if you work in fashion, because you work in fashion, you probably you need to be aware of what's trendy, what's popular.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about it? Is it moving in a, let's say, stable place, or is it just changing and nobody even knows where?
About fashion.
About media.
Media. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
About popular culture. I mean, media usually influences popular culture. Popular culture influences fashion.
Yeah.
Fashion.
Okay,
Fashion influences media.
Right. Yeah.
Do you have?
I think too many people get influenced by media.
Mm-hmm.
But I see the media, but I don't get influenced. I see.
Maybe you think you don't get influenced.
No, kind of. Yeah, kind of. I think I a little bit maybe, but I see people get influenced, but I don't want to go that way. Like more, I don't want to go for the mass.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go for the specific.
Actually, where do you live in Japan?
Tokyo.
So, if I would need to guess, Tokyo is probably more than 10 million people. Did you just
more than 10 million people? I pretty much 10 million people.
Did you just switch it off? Oh.
Yeah.
More than 10 million.
Yeah, more than 10 million.
Damn. Don't you feel?
That's why I wanna travel.
Now you feel like you have just some
too much
space.
Yeah, I know. That's right. Yeah.
So would you like actually to live in Riga rather than a city like Riga rather than a city in Tokyo?
Yeah. I like Tokyo.
But see, that's the thing. You have many people there, and because of the many people, you can sell many vintage stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So now
Or do you sell also on the internet? Do you sell?
No, I probably should, but no.
But you sell it just a real store.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not real store. I have real store now, but I usually go for the market, like once a.
Just literally
once
a market.
Yeah.
A traditional market. A traditional market.
Traditional market. Yeah.
Wow, man, you're truly vintage.
Yeah. Yeah.
You literally sell those things as the same way they were sold when they were popular.
On the street.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
What's actually the business culture in Japan or Tokyo? am I right in my assumption that Tokyo is culture in itself when it comes to Japan in general? I mean, people in Tokyo might be different than people in Japan in other countries, or in other towns rather. What's the second biggest city in Japan?
I think Osaka.
Osaka?
Yeah.
So do Tokyon people from Tokyo,
Yeah.
are they at least somewhat different than people in Osaka?
Osaka. It's similar. Two big cities. So pretty much.
Have
same.
you been there?
Osaka? Of course, yeah.
Really?
I would say Osaka people are more easygoing.
Rather than
Tokyo.
yeah.
Yeah, Tokyo people are more serious. And cold
Mm.
in general.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I know what you mean. So do you like actually what's the proper core name? Artisan people or artist people?
Yeah.
Really?
Do I like?
Yeah. I mean,
I like,
let's
yeah.
say if we would take your 5 closest friends, would they be office people or would they be artists or something like that?
Pretty much artists, not like work for the companies or like no.
Really?
No.
So you're almost like punks.
If you say
Well,
so.
at least
something like that.
alternative.
Alternative. Yeah.
People.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But do you have I don't know some backlash because of that, or are you just in a way do people criticize you that you don't
Some people do.
that you don't do the same things as other people?
Yeah, some people criticize me, I think, but. Yeah.
Oh, actually, about do I understand correctly that Japan has a big shame culture?
Shame culture.
Shame culture.
Yeah.
The
I think
people
I know what you mean.
that people don't want to actually offend anybody.
Yeah.
So where does that come from?
Like beauty.
Beauty?
Yeah, beauty. Yeah.
Where does that come from?
I don't know. That's what Japanese like.
Wait a second, but what was it the same when the samurai were there? Because they were probably not that really politically correct.
Right. For Japanese, they
are ninjas also from Japan?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have everything.
What's that?
You have everything. You have all martial arts. You have Dragon Balls, and you have ninjas.
Yeah, Japanese don't like to bother others.
So is it because they are just trained that way?
Yeah, trained that way in the school. No. And very. I have like right word, but.
Well, try to describe it.
Discipline.
But do you mean discipline in a way that just to be orderly, or do you mean discipline as in if you don't obey you will get punished?
Same, both. That's what I.
But do you what's the attitude towards hitting children?
Hitting children.
To educate. Well, I mean educate.
Now they don't do that.
Really?
Before, like 20 years ago, they still.
Because that's the one thing I like about the Japanese language, because it sounds so authoritative. Right? It always sounds so authoritative.
Yeah.
So I would imagine it would be a good picture just to see, I don't know, a teacher slapping a kid. Right? It's just an easy combination.
Right.
But wait a second, if you say you have disciplined school children, do you have it really? You probably have.
I think maybe like Japanese people, like Japanese way to teach you is like don't do this, and don't do this.
Well,
don't. like that.
It's probably everywhere like that, isn't it? It's generally everywhere like that, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so. I mean,
But when I
to avoid mistakes.
yeah.
Yeah.
But when I go overseas,
Mm.
I feel people won't understand
Maybe.
others.
Maybe.
That's what I feel.
But maybe it's because you have different cultures. I mean, Japan is probably a very still very isolated culture, isn't
Right.
it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because you don't have many other ethnicities, right? Living in Japan.
Now it's getting more, but not really.
Yeah.
You know.
Because Japan is oriented for building good quality products for export, right?
Mm.
So you are major leaders in automobiles, probably some
Computer.
computer
small
technology,
stuff, yeah.
and everything's being exported, pretty
Mm.
much. What does a PlayStation cost in Japan? Do you know?
A place?
A PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Just the game
Cost.
console.
Cost?
Yeah, the price.
I don't play video games.
Hmm?
Not PlayStation 4 now?
Yeah.
4. I don't know. I don't know how much it. Google it.
Well, yeah, sure. We can Google all for sure.
Sorry,
sure.
I don't know.
All right, but do you have a car in Japan?
Car?
Yeah, car.
My own?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No.
Because you don't need it?
I need it, but
well, come on, you make 10,000 euros 3 months. Come on, you can.
But I don't
buy one.
It costs so much to just maintain it.
Well, how much?
It's expensive.
Look, if you would give me 10,000 euros in Latvia, I definitely could buy at least a 2007 Toyota RAV4. And I could get insurance. I can get a new set of tires.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So
easily.
Probably like free parking, right?
Where in Riga?
No, I mean like here.
No, it's not.
Oh, you have to pay.
Yeah.
The parking.
I mean, today is a holiday, then no, but on a work day, yeah.
Yeah.
From
I
8
mean,
to 8.
for just to have it in. So you live here.
Well, I see what you mean.
Right,
The maintenance costs, sure.
Right.
But other than that, I mean, if when you do the upkeeping, it's not. I mean, it's just a part of your income. Somewhat of a part of your income.
Okay.
I would guess if you have a pet, it would be the same costs. I would guess so.
So, in Tokyo, for just parking per month, it's like 300 euros.
But what's the average salary in Tokyo?
2,000 euros.
Not that bad.
What's that?
Yeah, what's the rent for I don't know.
The apartment?
Yeah.
Like 1,000 euros, right?
For a studio apartment or a bigger one?
A studio apartment.
1,000 euros.
Yeah.
Average.
It's It's pretty cheap.
Yeah, well, I get the cheap. Well, not. I mean, for the studio apartments, it wouldn't be that cheap, would it? That would be pretty costly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's expensive for living, but small.
Yeah, well.
But I don't like it.
Wait, what's small? I thought. Well, here's the thing. I thought all Japanese people like small rooms, small, compact, everything.
They don't like it.
That's what I thought.
They don't like it. They don't have choice. That's the thing. I think. They don't like to live in a small apartment.
But they have so much space in Japan.
No.
They just group together.
In Tokyo, it's like too crowded.
Yeah, but you can live in the suburbs, right? You probably have some.
If you go further, like 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Still.
Wait a second, but you would probably have some
suburbs,
some places where you have lots of space.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why doesn't people just
go?
Yeah.
Because they can't commute. Yeah, that's yeah, it's ridiculous, but yeah, you should come. You should come to Tokyo and see. It's
Well, get me inside of one of those USSR coats and smuggle me in Japan. Because I think if I would go to Japan, I probably would need a visa. I'm guessing.
no.
I'm guessing. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Because you probably got a visa for the Schengen area or the European Union.
No, for visit, just to visit,
Yeah.
90 days.
Yeah.
We don't have to.
Nothing?
Not really.
Hmm.
Yeah, when I go
Oh,
to
interesting.
when I went to Russia,
Yeah, Russia has
yeah,
visas.
I had to get a visa.
Oh, so Japan doesn't have a visa then. All right. Yeah. So and you're saying bananas don't cost 10 euros per kilogram.
10 euros? No.
Well, maybe I should go.
You should, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably like same.
It's just that the traveling is so long probably. Where did you actually fly when you came from Japan?
This time?
Yeah.
Helsinki.
And how long did it take you?
It was quite long one. 20.
20 hours.
Yeah. I changed twice.
Ah, well, all right. Then it's just.
But
Two.
if you go direct,
Yeah.
like 10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
No. Something like that.
So wait a second. Did you go to Helsinki and also try to find some USSR coats?
USSR cards?
Well, something like that. Some vintage.
No. In Finland, it's different stuff. Yeah.
For instance,
For instance,
I wouldn't be able to imagine what Finnish
the
Finnish vintage it looks
the
like.
big stuff is Marimekko,
What's that?
the brand, the
What's
Finnish brand,
For
like
what?
clothing brand.
Really, Marimekko.
Yeah.
So
And-
Marimekko does some nice.
Yeah, they
Shirts?
have good stuff.
Shirts?
And it's shirt and dress.
Mm.
It's pretty big in Japan.
What?
Big
Fin-
in Japan also,
Finnish-
but like
Finnish clothing is big in Japan.
Yeah, Marimekko is famous.
Oh, we almost sound like a record. Big in Japan.
But pretty much everywhere. Pretty well-known brand.
Never heard of it, Marimekko.
Really? Yeah.
No. I
It's-
thought, what's actually the most famous brand of Japanese clothing? Because I don't know that as well.
Well, that's
Because I don't know that as well. What's the biggest brand of Japanese clothing?
Japanese clothing. Maybe Comme des Garçons.
Well, you're looking at me as if I know. No, I don't know.
Comme des Garçons.
You tell me.
Yeah, Comme des Garçons, I think. That's the biggest, I think.
Hmm.
Or Yoji Yamamoto.
Yoji Yamamoto? What?
That's a big one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they are probably local brands, right? They're not that.
Japanese brand.
Yeah.
But they have show
Right.
in Paris or like London.
Man.
Yeah.
How does one actually? Do you actually do your some fashion? What's it called? Exhibitions or something like that as well? Do you organize something like that? Some
not
fashion?
really, no.
No.
No, I'm not that big enough.
Yeah.
I don't think. You know.
But you would like to be, right?
Maybe in the future that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Do you have some plans to expand?
I like to, but I'm, thinking about it.
Actually, I think I had one time a guest from Japan who was actually studying in Finland.
Really?
So I suppose you might have some connections between Finland and Japan then.
Yeah, it's.
Because as far as I remember, he told me he was studying in Finland because Finland provides free education. Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I
Something like
think design, about like design wise,
that.
about design, we have similar thing, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I would say like Japanese Zen style.
What's that?
Zen style is very minimum,
All right.
and it's pretty similar to Scandinavian design, I think. I would say.
You know, the funny thing is, all Finnish people have told me don't call us Scandinavian.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because they consider Scandinavia everything else but Finland.
Finland. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know why, because I think that they are the same, but
Yeah,
So-
it's probably like they have some unique stuff. I think.
how do they?
Finland.
Yeah. Have you been to, for instance, Sweden?
Yeah, Sweden.
So
Yeah,
have you seen something very different? Probably not. From Finnish, I think the
They have
culture.
uniqueness for each countries.
Really?
Finland and Norway is very different.
All right, Finland, Norway might be. Yeah, sure. Why
and
not?
Sweden and Denmark is kind of similar.
Because I think of Norway still as living in small houses and just freezing 9 months after a year, and that's it. And then when the sun comes out, to just lay there in the fjords or something like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem. I mean, Norway is probably one of the wealthiest countries,
Yeah.
but it really doesn't seem to be that fun to live
The
there.
fun.
To
Oh,
12.
really?
I mean, 12 months. It would be
Oh,
more
okay.
fun to live in
In the
in
summertime.
Italy, or
Yeah.
something like that, but not in Norway. Because I think they even don't have the population at this in all of the country, but only in some regions probably.
Yeah.
Just because it's too cold in many places, I would guess. Does actually Japan has probably winters, right?
Yeah.
You have winters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do have 4 seasons in general, and the Japan is like long. Not, I wouldn't say long, but kind of long island.
Well, still sausage, yes.
Then exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
North to south. In the north part.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the place called Hokkaido?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, Hokkaido is north part.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold, really
Mhm.
cold, and the south part called Okinawa.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hot.
Really hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
Mm.
It's tropical weather.
Oh, you know what I remembered? Japan has also an affinity for whales. Right, for whale fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you eaten whale?
I have. Yeah.
So does it taste really special?
Not really.
Could you distinguish it from just a regular fish?
Ah.
Because I've never eaten anything remotely so big
Right. Yeah.
as a whale. But I know
Right,
that
right.
yeah, Japan has definitely a seafood culture.
Yeah. It is. And you are talking about the guys, right? They made a movie about the whale catching whale and stuff.
Well, it's just that many times in some news
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
being told, but
Right.
I'm not sure. Do you mean some documentary about whale fishing?
Yeah.
Oh well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Whale catching doesn't seem to me that interesting to see a whole movie about that.
Yeah.
But I just know that you eat lots of things. I mean, a whale is just a dinosaur in the sea, and you just let's eat that. Because a small fish, when you catch it, you can actually just prepare it, and that's it. A whale, you need a factory to actually
I think
get
so.
get that thing.
I don't even think about how they.
Yes, you can't do that with your hands. You need really
I can't,
machines.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So what's a whale taste like?
It's like tuna, I think.
Really?
I think it was cheaper than tuna.
Wow.
After just after the war.
Hmm.
Now people don't eat.
You mean the Second World War?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh.
Now, it's not typical to eat whale.
How come?
Oh, we don't need it. I don't think.
Because I thought you even had Well, maybe just this.
No, we don't
Because I
eat it.
because I thought Japan
No.
even used even the whale fat for some purposes, for some specific purposes. The whale blubber, I think it's called whale blubber.
Proper?
I think so. You know the
Oh.
fat from whales.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
But we don't really eat it nowadays.
So what's the so what do you actually put in sushi?
Tuna.
Really?
Yeah, tuna. Yeah,
And sushi?
no whale.
But in sushi you put tuna?
Yeah. Tuna is
I thought you just put that. What's it called? What's it
the
called?
cucumber and stuff.
I need Google Translate for a moment. I thought you put there elastics. No. Wait a second. So a salmon.
Yeah.
I thought you put salmon in it.
Salmon is not really common. We do eat salmon too, but the tuna is the main.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite food?
Sushi, I would say sushi and soba.
What's
The
soba?
No, Japanese noodle.
Ah.
No.
Is there a difference between Japanese noodles and just Italian pasta?
No. We eat with like kind of sauce and put it.
You mean the soy sauce?
Kind of, yeah, kind of.
What do you say? Kind of.
It's not soy sauce, but
Really?
yeah,
You mean the brown salty sauce?
yeah.
It isn't soy sauce?
There is a soy sauce, and there's also sauce for the noodle.
Ah.
The sauce, yeah.
So noodles and sushi for you?
Yeah.
And when you go abroad, what's your favorite? Hamburgers and milkshakes?
No. Falafels.
Falafel?
Yeah, I like
Really?
falafels. Yeah.
But they are not related to any foods in Japan, right?
No, but I like falafels.
Because you don't even have a specific pancakes as well, right? You don't have that much of grain product cuisine.
Yeah, but
Right?
we have something.
Oh, you have buckwheat. You probably have buckwheat.
Buckwheat.
I think you have buckwheat.
I
Don't you?
I don't know. I don't know that is.
What buckwheat is? Buckwheat. I think you have buckwheat. So like this.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we do.
Mm. Mm. Oh, that's just a regular picture. Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
we produce.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are one of the what's it? Top 7.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. Oh, that noodle I think made from.
Ah, right. Yeah, you have
Oh.
buckwheat noodles. Right. I think it was like this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, soba.
Soba noodles. Let's be honest. Can you differentiate between Asian people? Let's say different countries.
The Chinese and Korean and
Yeah,
Japanese.
because
I can. Yeah.
because I think I can differentiate between Japanese, Thai,
Oh. Philippine, Indonesia.
and maybe Vietnamese, maybe,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure. So how do you do that? I mean, what are the characteristics?
But I can kind of know who is.
Oh, Koreans probably have also some specific traits.
Yeah.
I think
The
Koreans.
Koreans and Chinese and Japanese, I can kind of see the difference. Not only face,
Yeah.
but also maybe clothing.
Yeah, sure. Culturally, there are
Yeah.
differences for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, what do Japanese people think about? Well, let's say you. What do you think about South Korea? Because it seems to me South Korea will probably be a bigger economy than Japan in the near future.
In the future.
It
Maybe.
seems, isn't it? I mean,
Maybe.
Samsung is from
Yeah,
Korea.
LG.
LG is from Korea.
Yeah.
And I think in Korea they make Kias and Hyundai.
Yeah, Hyundai. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there you have it.
Right.
Have you ever thought actually that you actually have patriotism in a general sense in Japan?
In Japan, I think so. Yeah.
You mean?
I do.
Well, but how is it displayed? I'd say most of the time.
That's an interesting topic.
Mhm.
But the showing
Patriotism, yes.
patriotism is not good.
You mean?
It's kind of like it's not good.
You mean to show patriotism
Yeah.
in Japan?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because during the war,
Yeah.
World War II,
Hmm?
we show like patriotism like crazy.
All right.
Yeah, we are crazy about that.
Well, everybody showed it.
Yeah, of course, everybody was like that. But after World War II,
Yeah.
it's kind of like not people say it's bad, but
But I think it is bad.
they like under the consciousness. I don't know.
To-
Sorry.
Totally.
It's not good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But are you relating it to really just the war, or is
I
it
think
just
so, yeah.
something that's just well?
And if we show too much
Patriotism.
patriotism,
Yeah.
like probably like other Asian country
Hmm?
or other countries
Hmm?
say.
Really?
That's something. It's like
Ja-
that now.
Japan has still some political conflicts with China, doesn't it?
Now it's getting like more. I think.
Because I don't get it why in that region China has lots of conflicts with different countries
No.
where it seems that China probably has many good things from the countries
Right.
that it's conflicting with, so it doesn't really. I don't understand that.
I don't know
'Cause-
much about.
Because let's say when was the last time you were in Japan? I mean, how?
Months ago. Like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. So what is the actual I would say mentality towards other ethnicities in Japan? Do you have any negative connotations to certain ethnicities or certain regions or people from different regions?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
At least you don't really notice it.
Yeah, it depends on person.
Because I think I talked, oh man, was it a Taiwanese person? And they told me that yeah, they have the disputes with China.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you actually think about Japan in general, in the sense that you have influenced probably for the past 30 years the whole world? Well, except maybe for Africa, I don't know. But other than that, you definitely have influenced everybody. I mean, in every home you could probably see something from Japan, right? The same would go for China. Probably somewhere you can always find something from China.
Yeah.
But then again, China is mostly just American producers making stuff in China.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Whereas Japan has Japanese capital, right?
Right.
Yeah. Who actually owns most of the let's say Toyota, Sony's, and Japan, probably Japanese nationals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? Because it seems to me that that's somewhat unusual in the 21st century? Because in a way you are very, what's it called? Self-sufficient?
Yeah.
What's it called? Self-sufficient.
No.
So what do you think about that? Do you like it? Because imagine for you, for instance, when you have your interests on vintage,
Yeah.
if you wouldn't be so self-sufficient,
Right.
you would have more trade with other countries,
Right. Yeah.
and have actually more,
Yeah.
and you would have actually more relations also for vintage things. You wouldn't have to actually
Right.
travel around to get them
Right.
as much.
That's what. That's what interesting about.
So what are your
mm?
what are your biggest interests? Let's say if you don't necessarily think about politics, what do you think about regularly, except let's say vintage and fashion?
What's the, say that again.
What are the main hobbies for you, except
For me,
except fashion and vintage?
Travel.
So traveling, is it? Well, again, traveling is related to your business, your hobby,
Yeah.
right? But do you travel just because of traveling?
I want to go somewhere. I said before, but I want to go somewhere I have never been.
Except for Latvia, you have been to Latvia.
This time,
Yeah.
but yeah.
So did
but,
you?
It's kind of it's business related, so I have to go to somewhere I have been to, but
Yeah.
I wanna explore every time.
So what are your plans for some new countries you want to visit?
I wanna go to Africa or South Asia, South America,
Really?
and also Asia. I have to go.
It's dangerous, probably, isn't it? To go, let's say, to South America.
South America, maybe, probably more
I mean,
danger.
I mean, look, if you are from Japan,
Yeah.
and you are used to a structured life.
Right. Yeah. Oh. Okay.
When you go
I see
to
what
the
you
southern countries,
Yeah.
I would guess you would be. Have you been to any of South American, African countries yet?
No.
Yeah, because I think that would be a culture shock for you.
That's
A big
that's
contrast.
why I want to go.
Yeah, just take
Right?
take a gun with you
Take a gun.
Yeah, for protection.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely you could probably definitely find you could definitely find vintage things in South America.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, and especially.
And in the
I wanna
Caribbean
go-
as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. And especially I want to go to like Argentina, and also.
Well, Argentina, what's the appeal for? You know what? The only thing I could imagine what is similar between Argentina and Japan,
Yeah.
steaks, isn't it?
Maybe.
Because Japan has those
Kobe. Yeah.
How?
Kobe.
Kobe
Yeah.
steaks, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Argentina is right up there with
Right.
yeah. So that would be the only thing I could think of.
Maybe, yeah.
Do you have something we don't have in your food stores in Japan? You have been to, let's say, Rimi or here, to some supermarket, yeah. What do you think when you go inside? You think, oh, what a big shelf, or
yeah,
or
shelf.
no, so small.
So small?
No, I mean, you mean when you go inside our supermarket, do you think, oh, such a big variety
Yeah.
of products, or do you think, oh, such a small choice?
They have. I think more product maybe, but I don't know. I think more space.
Mm.
It's big.
Yeah.
Easy to walk around. I like it.
But do you like the food?
Yeah.
So what is the product? What is the product you could recommend to your fellow Japanese from Latvia,
Here,
for instance?
Lat-
Yeah.
Ah.
I put you on the spot, man.
Sorry, I don't. I'm not. I'm bad example.
How come? Why?
I don't really go to like restaurants, and like I'm really low budget.
Well, but
I
you
just
but you go to the grocery store.
yeah, grocery store, and
So what do you get in the grocery store?
I buy like salad bar.
What?
Like salad bar. Like-
Salad.
Yeah, salad. Yeah, you can choose, right?
All right, but that's just one meal.
Yeah,
That's not for the whole day.
right.
Or do you get the salad for the whole day?
But, and also like they have what I like here so
Yeah.
far is when I go to a supermarket, right?
Yeah.
And they have hot
What do you mean hot?
hot stuff, like you can choose like that.
Oh, you mean where the potatoes are?
Potatoes and
meat.
potatoes and
Meat. Yeah.
and stuff.
But you probably have that as well.
We do, but I like the
Really?
one here. Yeah, it's
Look at that.
tasty. No, I like rice and like stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, interesting.
No.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, do you have a soup culture in
Soup?
Japan?
Yeah.
So what is a famous Japanese soup?
I would say miso soup.
Miso.
Yeah.
Is it something with cabbage?
No, miso is made of I forgot the name of it. Name of the beans.
Oh, so it has beans.
The miso is kind of smashed beans
Oh.
and made of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's soupy. Yeah.
Because it seems to me there is no. Let's say you probably have in Japan French fries, right?
Now we do, but yeah, it's
Because it
not
seems
from Japan.
sure, but it seems to me that for soups there's no universal soup or universally known soup. I think so.
Oh,
We have known soups in Europe. You have known soups in America,
right.
and you probably have then known soups in Asia.
Yeah.
Because miso soup is probably then eaten outside of Japan as well, right?
And now, yeah, they like more people like miso soup now.
Mm-hmm. All right, so back to the Latvian grocery store.
Okay.
So you say you like the potatoes and the meat and everything and the
Not
rice.
I don't really eat meat, but
Is
I
it because of your principles or
yeah, I don't like meat so much.
how come?
Yeah, how come?
Yeah.
I like vegetable more.
Hmm.
That's why.
So it's not a choice. It's just you like more other things.
Yeah.
Ah.
The meat is too heavy for my body.
Really?
No.
I never heard. Oh, well, maybe I've heard of that, but most of the time when people say they don't eat meat, it's because they have the principle as a vegetarian.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it's not. It's not true.
I like that. I like that. The way of thinking.
How come?
Not killing animals.
Oh, but you still have. I mean, you probably have a big dairy industry, or not dairy industry, meat industry in Japan as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't. I don't eat it.
You don't want to participate in it.
No.
No. You know what the biggest argument against that is?
Yeah.
That when it comes to the, I think it was just by weight.
Yeah.
When it comes to the dead animals by weight,
Yeah.
that the vegetarians kill more animals than the meat eaters,
Oh, okay.
and that's because when you need to raise animals, you mostly choose those big ones like cows and pigs.
Yeah.
Whereas when you want to eat grass, well, not grass, but all those what's it called, non-animal food items
Yeah.
that you need to grow, you need big spaces, you need big fields
Right.
most of the time,
Oh, okay.
right? So in those big fields, you have rodents, mice, different insects, different sort of creatures, different animals,
Yeah.
big and small, rabbits.
Right.
So when you have the harvesting, most of the time you have some tractors or something like that.
Right.
It just cuts the crops, but it also kills many of those rodents, those mice, those rabbits. Just
interesting.
so yeah, that's one of the most popular counter arguments to vegetarianism.
I see.
Because vegetarianism usually is just some ideal. It's not related to nutrition. It's related to I don't like that the animals are killed.
Right.
Whereas the irony,
I understand.
the irony is that
I understand like both way of thinking. Like I understand what vegetarian are saying, and also.
But you probably in Japan traditionally have a low meeting. Well, you don't.
Yeah, we don't generally
meat eating culture.
Yeah, we didn't really eat meat.
You have seafood.
Yeah.
All right, so you went to the grocery store in Latvia. You got your rice and.
Yeah, rice and like something like.
Are you sure it didn't have meat?
A few. Yeah, I could avoid it, but it's okay. I mean, like I didn't really like put like.
Because was it rice with red sauce?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, close. Yes.
Yeah,
that's tasty. But it definitely has beef. Yeah.
Yeah, it has some meat.
So look at you.
It's okay. Yeah.
So you like plows.
Yeah, I didn't wanna. Yeah. I'm not like really like strict. So.
Oh, I think it's called pilaf, isn't it?
Oh yeah, pilaf. Yeah.
Yeah, pilaf.
Yeah, pilaf. Yeah.
You like pilaf? Because I just thought of the Dragon Ball Z character Pilaf.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Blue guy.
Yeah. All right. So you got your and you like that, but other than that, do you have any preferences? Do you eat sweets?
Sweet? Oh yeah, I do.
Did you taste the ones in the kitchen?
No.
Do you want to taste it in front of the camera?
In front of the camera?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, sure.
All right. I'll get you one.
All right.
If you want more, you can take as much as you want.
All right. Sure.
Well, I took already 2.
Oh.
So just for the camera,
Yeah.
these are called Svetlana.
Svetlana.
Svetlana. Well, it's just a Russian woman's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, go ahead. I want to see your first bite into a Svetlana.
It's good.
Does it relate? Well, do you know anything related in Japan or similar?
Is it like caramel?
It's not caramel. It's supposed to be a sort of a condensed milk type of cream or whatever. So it's a biscuit that the cream on top and chocolate. Yeah.
It's good.
Do you have any
Stuff like
any
this?
similar?
Oh.
Because you have probably some Japanese food confectionery manufacturers, right?
Yeah. I don't know, but now like we probably we don't have this.
Yeah.
But we probably have something like this. Not this, but
Well, sure. I mean the same.
But before Japanese like traditional stuff, is we don't have stuff like this. You know.
Do you mean confectionery in general?
Confectionery.
Well, sweets.
Sweets. We do, but it's not like chocolate.
Because I've never. I don't think I have eaten any Japanese sweets. I've eaten some probably Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Some Philippines perhaps. Yeah, but I've definitely never had any Japanese sweets. I think I didn't even taste anything from Japan.
Really?
Do you?
Sushi, a lot of sushi.
Well, it's just the name of the food, but usually it's just. I would guess that any Japanese person who comes to Latvia, for instance, or any of those places and see how what we call sushi, it might be the case that you don't even recognize it as a traditional sushi.
Not traditional. Yeah.
I don't know how strict you are, how strict Japanese are when it comes to their food. Because I had one of the last podcasts. I had an Italian guest, and he told me, well, usually we can make fun about everything in Italy except football and food.
Oh, okay.
So they are
proud of football and food.
Sort of, right? And as far as I understand, it means that also they would like to have their traditional recipes followed in a way, right? So if probably if they would go outside of the country and see that something is called a certain thing, but it's not made the same, so what's
okay, I see. I think some Japanese are like that, but I'm not.
Oh, so you would call, when you see it looks like sushi, it's sushi.
It's different, but it's sushi.
What's sashimi?
Sashimi is just raw fish.
Ah.
Yeah.
So the sushi was together with
rice, yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, but I definitely think that no Japanese food has come across me. Do you have any food manufacturers that export internationally?
Any food?
Yeah. Could I go to my grocery store and find something from Japan?
I don't know. I don't know here. Maybe
see, that's a business niche you need to consider. Yeah. Vintage clothes and Japanese food export.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you can definitely have. Do you have actually any business networks in Europe or any countries you visit?
I know some people.
But do you, let's say, network in general, or is just the contact?
Just contact. Yeah.
You seem so mellow after you ate the Svetlana.
Yeah, I'm getting sleepy, I guess.
So yeah, but these are in the kitchen. So whenever you want, just grab a bite.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what's your impression now for the sweet? Was it really dense?
Dense, yeah. I get full.
Really?
Yeah. I can probably consider that for one of the not lunch, but
you mean a separate meal?
Yeah.
Well, actually, do you have the same what's it called, a sequence of eating, or do you have any sequence at all in Japan? For instance, when you would go, I think so, in France, Japan, France, Germany, Latvia, most of the time when you get a traditional meal, it would always be, let's say, soup, some sort of soup first, then some, let's say, potatoes,
dish.
Yeah. And then afterwards dessert.
Yeah.
Do you have that as well?
In Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, in traditional way.
But
why?
Why?
Not everybody.
But why is it traditional? I don't get that. I don't. Who in history decided that is the right sequence to eat a meal? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But do you eat it as well? That way?
Yeah,
yourself?
like some special occasion.
You mean special occasion as in
for wedding? For
But when you go to, I don't know, a cafeteria.
Cafeteria, no. But some special meal. If I go with my girlfriend for the anniversary or something, eat like that probably. You know.
Oh, so it's just a special occasion then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me just check. Did we actually talk about all the things we wrote? Let me just check. Traveling. Oh, impressions of Latvia. Right. What do you think of Latvia?
Latvia. Okay.
So we are 1.5 hours in, and then I'm asking
Yeah.
you, what do you think about Latvia?
Ah.
Or at least Riga. What do you think about Riga?
Riga. Oh. No, I didn't even eat dinner, so I had to eat. Okay. I like it. It's beautiful
But
city.
compared to, let's say, Tokyo, what do you miss?
What do I miss?
Yeah, what do you miss? Japanese people, that's one.
I don't miss anything, but
But you like probably something about Tokyo that you don't find in Riga.
I don't need anything like Tokyo now.
You mean now?
I didn't like Tokyo.
You
that's
mean
why.
now? You mean now, as in this moment, or now in general?
No,
As really?
yeah. I don't need anything.
Hmm.
No. No. I like.
Because I would imagine when you go in Tokyo center, it could look like New York,
Yeah, it could be.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
Just big buildings,
Right.
lots of billboards,
Right.
advertising.
Something like that, yeah. And too many traffic and people. No, I don't need. It's
Too stressful?
much.
Too
Yeah,
stressful?
Too stressful. Yeah.
What do the Japanese then do, for instance, when they feel too stressed?
They don't even. That's a problem. I think they think that's normal.
What?
So they don't. They get stressed,
Yeah.
but they think it's okay.
Isn't
I
it?
think. No. To me, it's not okay.
But you probably get stressed as well
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
So what do you do when you get stressed?
Go travel. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
But wait a second. When you travel,
Mm.
don't you have the stress of schedules,
Yeah.
times for planes,
Yeah,
buses?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's
you-
okay.
Really?
Yeah. That's easy.
Hmm.
No.
So when you come, for instance, let's say you will be here 2 days, right?
No.
You feel already relaxed?
Yeah. I mean,
Really?
what?
You feel
Relaxed?
relaxed? Let's
Today,
say, yeah. When you arrived, you know you will be here 2 nights.
Yeah.
Do you feel relaxed?
I think so.
Really?
Why not?
Because it seems to me that it's a short term, short
A period. Yeah.
period. Yeah. So if you are staying for just 2 nights, it means you have to do what you want in Riga in a short amount of time. So it's stress.
For me, it's not really. I enjoy 2 days.
See, maybe that's the different viewpoint. Then you have a different perspective on things. Maybe you see in Japan people that are stressed.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't feel they don't think they are stressed. The same as you.
Oh, okay.
I would say you are stressed when you
Oh,
run
okay.
around, and you
Okay,
say I'm
okay.
not stressed.
Yeah.
I can manage.
You can say that. Yeah, you can say that.
So
But
well,
for me, in Tokyo, it's too much. I like Tokyo.
but isn't
I enjoy it.
yeah?
But on the other hand, on the other side,
So
I don't like it.
So what's the ideal place to live for you?
It's a good question. But ideal place is just hopping around.
Well, you have
Traveling around.
you have seen a lot of places. You probably have some favorites. Something with the
Good
beach,
question.
something with sun.
It's a good question. I don't know. I can't decide. Maybe I can say like, no, I don't know. But I used to live in Boston, right?
Boston is probably not the best weather.
It's cold. But I liked it.
You probably liked the American lifestyle.
Not really.
So you liked just Boston?
Just Boston.
As a geographic place?
Not probably not like weather and the yeah, probably not. But I had a good experience there, so probably I just want to go back.
Mm-hmm. So that would be your at least one of those places you would like to go for a longer period of time.
Right.
Interesting.
Maybe.
Interesting. Can you do an American accent, or a Boston accent? Can you do a Boston accent?
No way. I can't. No way.
Have you tried?
I'm not good English speaker, so. No.
Well, it's just a matter of time.
No.
It's just a matter of time.
No.
So you are traveling since 2005, right?
Yeah, travel and
so
go back.
Give or take another 12 years and you'll be fluent in American, English, Boston accents.
Yeah, maybe.
There's actually you when you were in Boston you didn't look for vintage things, right?
I used to work at the vintage shop in Boston.
Ah, yeah, right.
No.
And what did they sell?
The clothing.
Vintage clothing.
Yeah.
And that was probably American apparel then. American vintage clothing.
American stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy traveled to England and France.
Mm.
So they had some European stuff too.
I see. I think you probably want to eat dinner, right?
Yeah.
All right, because I think we
Right.
talked about traveling. We talked about just recently about impressions of Latvia.
Yeah.
You liked it.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Business,
No.
economy,
No.
life in Japan. That's for sure. Do you have any? If you could ask any Latvian any question, would you have any sort of question specific to Latvia?
I'm interested in Latvian clothing, but traditional clothing, embroidered.
Well, that's
you don't have to explain, but that's what I'm curious about now in Latvia.
in the sense that you would like to know more, or you might even be interested in selling that stuff.
Selling,
because that's
not really.
Oh yeah.
So when I went to near the central station, now they have the board explaining the meaning of embroidered.
But doesn't Japan have similar things?
Similar thing we do. But
because it's nothing that original. I mean, many cultures do have those. In one way or another.
But I want to understand more about what's the meaning of the line, stuff.
Look at that. I wouldn't have thought that anybody is interested in that. Really.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
So you got curious about it just because you saw that somewhere.
Yeah. I want to know more about. I'm curious about everything. I want to know more about culture stuff and.
So what do you do when you decide to travel somewhere? Do you Google about?
No, I don't usually study a lot before.
But you have to have some information.
Some information, of course.
All right.
But as I don't want to know
where you are going.
Yeah. It's not interesting. I want to get excited more.
All right.
If I study that place is made in
So how much research did you do when you decided to come to Latvia, for instance? How much research did you do? You had to have some.
Only that market maybe.
And how actually you at well, Latvia was just the part of your Baltic state destination, right?
Right.
So where did you find out about the Baltic states then?
Why did I decide?
Yeah, where did you hear that there is a thing called Baltic states? Did you want to go just to Eastern Europe and then looked at the map and saw 3 countries, or what's the process for you?
Why? I don't know. I was interested in Baltics.
Because Latvian people know definitely what Japan is.
Yeah.
But I would imagine that Japanese people don't really know what Latvia or the Baltic states are. If you would go,
to see.
if you would, let's say, stand in the middle of Tokyo, just grab one person to the side. What's Latvia? Where's Latvia?
Right. Yeah.
Nobody would know.
Right.
Yeah.
That's probably why I wanted to come. I just want to see each.
How did you find out about Latvia?
Latvia.
No.
I knew the name.
From where?
Sorry. Huh?
From where?
From in Japan, of course.
Where did you hear Latvia? In Japan?
I don't know. Like, we know. Why we don't have? Yeah.
No. I mean, you probably were somewhere where somebody had some information about Latvia or Eastern Europe or something like that. It had to have some context.
I knew Latvia, but I didn't know much about it. That's probably why I wanted to come. You know?
The fact that you had heard about Latvia makes me curious. Where did you get the initial information?
Okay. So
did somebody?
It's close to Scandinavia, right? And Russia, and Poland. And I like Poland design. And I like Scandinavian stuff.
All right.
And that's why I think,
So you got the geography in total.
Yeah. And it's not big countries, right? Like 3 countries. No. But 3 different countries.
Yeah.
I wanted to see like what's the difference. I wanted to see like each place is.
And can you imagine? I mean, the 3 countries in total don't have as much people as one Tokyo.
Yeah, and they also have different languages, right? That's interesting too.
Isn't that? Because usually people tell me that in a big country, they in the past 200 years just had some form of political reorganization. And they chose a certain dialect in their country as the official language.
No.
Wasn't that the case in Japan as well? That you had let's say different dialects, geographic dialects, and then through the school system you just promoted one official dialect.
Language,
everybody has to speak, at least understand.
The common,
the common. Did you have that as well?
Yeah.
So do you have some dialects still?
Yeah.
In Japan?
Yeah.
Are they really specific dialects?
Yeah, some dialogue. I don't understand at all. No.
That's always interesting because
it
seems to me nowhere has it been the case that there was just one language and everybody spoke the language. Everywhere it seems. No, they had different regional language dialects. And sometime a king or whatever just chose you'll speak in one. Yeah. What's the deal about actually the political government of Japan? You still have an emperor, right?
Yeah.
You still have emperor.
Yeah.
But you have a parliament as well, right?
Yeah.
So is the emperor is like a president?
No, just
Oh,
emperor. They
It's
don't-
like a queen, like the queen in England.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ah.
They don't tell.
They don't make the
anything
laws.
about that
They don't make the
politics.
laws, right?
No.
Hmm. So is Japan? What's the official status? Do you know? In a sense, is it a republic? I'm not sure. Wikipedia.
which one.
Wikipedia. Tell us.
Go ahead.
Nippon Koku. What does that mean? Nippon Koku.
That's Japan.
It means Japan.
In Japanese, yeah.
What is Nippon?
It's Japan.
And what is Koku?
Koku is country.
Japan country.
Something like that.
Interesting. Because my car dealer
Yeah.
is called Nippon Auto.
Nippon Auto, yeah. Like Nippon is Japan.
Ah, yeah, because I have a Honda.
Oh no.
So, sovereign island nation. And so what are you? What are you? Unitary parliamentary. Oh no, you're a monarchy. Look at you.
Yeah.
You're a monarchy. We are a republic. Sorry.
Republic. Yeah. I didn't even know.
Monarchy. Still a constitutional monarchy. Well, but as you say, you don't have much influence from the emperor then.
No.
Mm. So what is Shinto?
Shinto is
You have a specific religions? Oh, I didn't know that.
that's
Kami no Michi?
yeah.
Japanese is just an interesting sounding language. It always sounds so straightforward.
Yeah.
It seems to me, at least. How would you say hello, I'm in Latvia in Japanese?
Konnichiwa. That's hello.
Hmm?
Watashi wa Latvia
Latvia?
jin desu.
Jin desu.
I'm from Latvia. 違うな。まあね。
All right. I think we have
Everything.
almost 2 hours. Look at
Yeah,
that.
oh, man.
Almost 2 hours.
What's wrong? So wrong than I expected. Oh.
All right. Let's finish on that. So, goodbye, people.